pushing for breast milk. I think that if you have breast milk, donor breast milk, your breast milk, I think that should be given to the baby. I think it's best for the baby. I think that's the way God designed it, and I think God specifically created it and continuously creates it through the mother to give special nutrients to the baby. I think that's scientifically sound. I think it's proven and factual with evidence. In the NICU, if you don't have milk, you have the option of donor milk, hopefully most of the time, unless the banks are super low. And also formula. Even if you are giving your baby breast milk, they will probably fortify it with formula, which basically means mix it in together to give your breast milk more calories, more fat content, so that your baby can get as much as they can with the little bit that they're getting. It's not a bad overall plan. When it comes to be a problem is when the reflux gets worse with the formula than it is with the breast milk. Preemie babies are not like full-term babies. Their tummies are not ready. They're not ready even for breast milk. And we're doing all of these things so early. And NICU babies, even full-term NICU babies, probably have some sort of trauma that they're trying to process. Breast milk is better for cleaning out all of their digestive system. Formula is very beneficial for plumping up tiny babies. All of my babies were on it, but after I was able to get them off of the formula part and only on breast milk, their health improved dramatically, including their feeds, their feeding time, their bowel movements, everything. In about a 24-hour period, everything improved with taking formula out of their diet. I am not anti-formula. I'm fed as best. You know Carter has a G-tube. You know we use blended foods. You know we've used formula. I am not against it. I'm just saying I think that if you have breast milk, you should use breast milk. And in the NICU, you're going to get several different opinions about that. And the person to talk to, if you are concerned about that, to advocate for your child, is called the milk technician. The nurse, in some NICUs, the nurses are the ones that mix the milk and the formula and get the bottles ready. A lot of neonatal units are going to specific milk techs so that they can measure everything. That's the milk tech's job. Not just measuring how much formula, how much breast milk, but then also measuring with their instruments the fat content, the protein content, the water content of what they're giving the baby, so that the babies can get a more specialized diet. It's really cool. It's really technical. And I talked to our milk technician at our hospital a lot. Shout out David, because you're awesome. And I totally talked his ear off about, we had conversations about bovine formula versus human formula versus goat formula versus breast milk, and all in between mixes, because Carter had really bad reflux for a really long time and she was losing weight. So we had a lot of playing with her diet to try and figure out what worked. And I'm telling you, in the end, when we were able to take formula out entirely, her body healed itself and she no longer had reflux problems. So if you feel like you need to advocate for what's going in your preemie's tummy, talk to a milk technician. It's great.